Okay, we're here for first appearance. Today is November 10th, 2025 for the record. Mr. Cordova, you solemnly swear or affirm to interpret these proceedings completely and accurately.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ask him to state his name.
¿Puede decir su nombre completo?
Luis Miguel Madrid Sarmiento.
Luis Miguel Madrid Sarmiento.
Senor Madrid Sarmiento, you're charged with operating a motor vehicle without a valid license.
Señor Madrid Sarmiento, usted está aquí siendo acusado de usar un vehículo sin tener licencia válida de conducir.
I hereby appoint the public defender's office to represent you, so you have a lawyer.
Voy a dar la oficina del abogado de oficio y entonces ahora tiene un abogado.
Officer Pryor.
Shows no history, no tracking, and it's been sent off to us. We haven't had a response yet.
Antecedentes penales, no enseña caso de seguimiento, pero hemos enviado una petición a ver si hay un orden de detención de inmigración, pero todavía no sabemos.
How long have you lived in Bay County?
¿Cuánto tiempo ha vivido aquí en el condado de Bay?
Hace un año.
It's here.
Okay, I set your bond at $500.
Voy a poner tu fianza en $500.
Next court, November 12th at 8:30, so Wednesday morning.
Su próxima audiencia judicial en la corte es el 12 de noviembre a las 8:30 de la mañana, entonces eso es el miércoles.
Miércoles.
Wednesday.
Tell him to step over and sign on.
Puede pasar a su derecha para firmar, por favor.
Next,
The light turns green.
Cuando la luz. Nice.
You got it? Okay. All right, ask this gentleman to state his name.
¿Puede decir su nombre completo?
Ricardo Segoviano Guzmán.
Carlos Segoviano Guzmán.
Senor Segoviano Guzman, you're here charged with driving under the influence and driving with a suspended license.
Al señor Segoviano Guzmán, usted está aquí siendo acusado de manejar bajo los efectos del alcohol y manejar mientras que su licencia está suspendida.
According to this form, you had a little too much income, so I cannot appoint a lawyer for you today.
Según esta solicitud, usted gana demasiado dinero, entonces no voy a poder asignarle un abogado de oficio hoy.
If you lose that income or it drops below the limit, you can always reapply, and if you cannot afford a lawyer, we will appoint one for you.
Si su situación económica baja, entonces puede reaplicar más adelante, o si no puede costear los gastos más adelante, puede reaplicar de nuevo.
Officer Pryor.
chosen no valid in 20 with an ICE hold.
Hay antecedentes penales. En el 2020 enseña que tenía una acusación de manejar sin licencia válida de conducir y sí hay un orden de detención de inmigración.
Okay, I'm going to set a monetary bond, but you heard him say that you have an ICE hold, so you might want to think about that before you spend the money.
Entonces voy a ponerle una fianza, pero como ya escuchó, tiene un orden de detención de inmigración, entonces quizás va a querer pensarlo bien antes de gastar su dinero.
But first, you're hereby ordered to submit to random urinalysis and also ordered not to possess or consume alcoholic beverages throughout these proceedings.
Entonces le van a someter a análisis de orina aleatorias y no puede poseer ni consumir bebidas alcohólicas durante estos procedimientos.
Bond said $2,000 on the DUI, $1,000 on the driving with suspended license.
La fianza para manejar bajo los efectos del alcohol es $2,000 y manejar sin licencia válida o con una licencia suspendida es $1,000.
Next court date is Wednesday morning. No, wait, it's December the 12th at 8:30.
A su próxima audiencia judicial en la corte es el 12 de diciembre a las 8:30 de la mañana.
Yeah, you can, go ahead.
Spanish.
Wherever, however you want to say it.
En 2020 tuve un DUI, pero lo pagué, hice exámenes, provision, pero no me hicieron cargo sobre que tenía una orden de otra orden, solamente fue de
2020, I had that DUI, but I did a probation, but no one told me that I had an order.
Well, I don't know what you mean by that, but you have a current charge is driving under the influence.
No estoy seguro qué es lo que quiere decir con eso, pero su acusación en este momento es manejar bajo los efectos del alcohol
And driving with a suspended license.
y manejar con una licencia suspendida.
Step over and sign. Next,
Haven't got that one back yet.
sign. Andrade,
Yes, he does.
Ask her to state her name.
¿Puede decir su nombre completo?
Julio Javier Andrade Villanueva.
Julio Javier Andrade Villanueva.
Senor Andrade Villanueva, you're here charged with operating motor vehicle without a valid driver's license.
Señor Andrade Villanueva, usted está aquí siendo acusado de manejar sin licencia válida de conducir.
Excuse me. The state attorney's office has offered a plea if you wish to entertain the plea today.
La fiscalía le ha hecho una oferta. Si usted le gustaría escuchar la oferta.
I hereby appoint the public defender's office to represent you, so you have a lawyer.
Voy a asignar la oficina del abogado de oficio, entonces ahora tiene un abogado.
There is a lawyer on the screen who represents you.
Y aquí hay un abogado en la pantalla para el que le va a representar.
The plea agreement would involve you pleading no contest. Adjudication of guilt would be withheld.
El acuerdo es que se declararía no me opongo y se suspendería el fallo de culpabilidad.
You would be ordered to pay a fine of $350 plus $50 cost of prosecution.
Tendría que pagar una multa de $350 con $50 de procesamiento.
You would have 1 year to pay it and time to work and the option to work it off.
Tiene un año para pagarlo y tiene la opción de hacer servicio comunitario si quiere trabajarlo.
But if you don't pay it, result in a jail sentence of 15 days.
Pero si no llega a pagarlo durante ese tiempo, tendría que cumplir 15 días en la cárcel.
Is this something you're interested in doing today, entering the plea of no contest?
Suena como algo que le gustaría aceptar, declararse no me opongo.
Si yo digo no me pongo pagaría los 300 y fracción, pero podría salir.
So if I do I plead no contest and I pay the 350, I can get out.
Chair's eyes hold.
I was gonna ask the officer and she just said you have an ice hole.
Entonces, la alguacil recién dijo que usted tiene un orden de detención de inmigración.
So you wouldn't be getting out. You might want to wait and talk to your lawyer on your next court date.
Entonces, no estaría saldriendo. Quizás quiere hablar con su abogado en su próxima audiencia judicial.
So I appointed the public defender's office and you can talk to the lawyer. Your next court date is going to be Wednesday morning.
Entonces, yo asigné al abogado de oficio para que lo represente y puede hablar con él el miércoles.
Okay.
Okay.
Your bond is $500 on this charge.
Y su fianza está puesta en $500 en esta acusación.
Like I
Okay.
said, November the 12th at 8:30 in the morning is your next court date.
Y como ya dije, el 12 de noviembre a las 8:30 es su próxima audiencia judicial en la corte.
That's it for the interpreter. Next.
Okay.
What about 12?
State your name.
Jason Ham.
Mr. Ham, you're charged with disorderly intoxication. And you were not seeking court-appointed attorney, but if you need a lawyer and cannot afford one, we will appoint one for you. Officer, prior record.
It's out of New York, 25 DUI or aggravated DUI, 24 battery by strangulation, 22 reckless, 18 contempt and aggravated harassment.
How long have you lived in Bay County?
8 months, 9 months.
All right, your bond is set at $1,500. Your next court date is Wednesday morning, November 12th at 8:30. You're also ordered to submit to random urinalysis and not possess or consume alcoholic beverages throughout this case.
No problem.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Red X, ma'am, state your name.
I'm here for her, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Stone, your charge is possession of cocaine. Your lawyer's parents are here in the courtroom with me here in person. Do you understand your rights concerning these charges?
I think so.
Well, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in court. You have the right to a lawyer, and apparently you have 2 lawyers. And you also have the right to communicate with counsel, family, and friends. So those are your rights.
Yes.
Officer, any prior record?
No, sir.
Okay, Mr. Stone.
Judge, she's a lifelong resident of Bay County, of course, 37 years old, no priors. She does have, the resident of Bay County, she has employment in New York, which we have agreed, I think, with the prosecutor that an appropriate thing to do today would be to release her without bond and permit her to attend her out-of-state litigation. Of course, she will make all dates that are necessary here in these proceedings.
Okay. Any comment by the state?
That's what we discussed and agreed to.
Okay. So you actually want something written to say she can travel out of state on the documents? Okay. All right, so I think what we'll do is, it is a felony charge. I'll just order pretrial release, so that some contact. It's not hard these days to call in. Also, Ms. Stone, you're ordered to submit to random urinalysis and not possess or consume alcoholic beverages throughout this case. And I'll write something on here. Plan to travel out of state for employment.
Your phone, please.
It wasn't my phone.
Okay. All right, the next court date is December the 1st at 9 o'clock.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Next. Read it. Ma'am, Diamond? Yes, put it up on the X. Here you go. Face the TV and state your name.
Okay. My name is Felicia Deming.
Ms. Deming, you're charged with 2 counts of domestic battery. Hereby appoint the public defender's office to represent you, so you have a lawyer. Officer, prior record.
She shows no history.
Okay, how long have you lived in Bay County?
All of my life.
All right, first, you're hereby ordered to have no contact with the alleged victim or victims in any manner throughout these proceedings. So you need to stay away from each other. You need a cooling down period. And you're also ordered to submit to random analysis to not possess or consume alcoholic beverages.
Okay.
You're here for her. You wish to state something?
Yes, sir. I'm her mother, and she's really a sweet girl. And this is her first time being in trouble. She has autism, and she just got diagnosed this year with that, but she also has ADHD and depression and anxiety. And we have been working with her diagnosis to get her into vocational rehab and to other programs that will help her. And I think that she really needs to come home
Okay,
so that we can continue to go down research the avenues that we're going down to, especially with the autism.
okay.
She's really
I'm gonna order Ms. Deming to pretrial release. So she'll be getting out. She needs to report into that program, follow their rules. Okay. But take a couple hours for them to process her out of the jail.
okay.
You're also ordered to submit to random urinalysis and not possess or consume alcohol, Ms. Deming.
Okay.
Okay. Next court date is going to be December 12th at 8:30.
December 12th at 8:30?
You're gonna get copies. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Step to your right to the T.
Hold on, Corporal. Are
Sir,
you one of the victims?
Yes,
I know you're the mother, but you're one of the victims here. So you heard me order no contact, but are you okay being around her?
yes.
Okay. Who was the other victim?
It'll be her grandmother.
How old is grandmother?
How old is grandmother? She's 70.
Okay. Do y'all live in the same household with the grandmother? Okay. So here, I'm gonna modify this, Miss Deming. Miss Deming,
Yeah.
up there. Did you listen? Gonna modify this to allow peaceful contact. So it's still an order. Peaceful is like it sounds. You can be around your mother and your grandmother, but any more altercations is still violated this peaceful contact order.
Okay,
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 but I'm gonna say this at request of the victim.
okay.
Okay, because you all live together, but you got to calm it down. Okay. All right. That takes care of that.
Okay, you step back on the X, ma'am. Here you go. State your name.
Evelyn Shoemaker.
Shoemaker, you're here charged with battery. We're not seeking court-appointed attorney, but if you need a lawyer and cannot afford one, we want one for you. Officer, prior record.
She shows no history.
All right. How long have you lived? Well, you're from Alfred. Is that where you live?
Alfred, yes, sir.
Alfred? All right. Okay. I'm going to contact the alleged victim and any throughout these proceedings. You're also ordered to submit to random urine analysis and not possess or consume alcoholic beverages. $1,000. December 12th at 8:30.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Red X, state your name, ma'am.
Alice Rodriguez.
Ms. Rodriguez, you're here charged with violation of probation. I hereby appoint the public defender's office to represent you, so you have a lawyer. The circuit judge in your case has already looked at this and ordered holdout bond. Your next court date for the VOP hearing is December 10th at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Step to your right to the T. Wait, hold on. She needs to sign first. Come back and sign. He's going. Come on in. Come on in. Step on the X. Face the TV and state your name.
Mr. Langer, you're charged with driving under the influence. I hereby appoint the defender's office to represent you, so you have a lawyer. It's showing your address in Athens, Alabama. Is that where you live?
Yes, sir.
Okay, also private record.
Looks like it's out of Washington, nothing since 19. That was a harassing conversation, and 16, 18, 19 felony assault.
Okay, first you're ordered to submit to random urine analysis and also not possess or consume alcoholic beverages throughout these proceedings. And your bond is set at $3,000. Your next court date is December 12th at 8:30.
All right, step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, you'll sign. State your name, sir.
Adrian Johnson, Your Honor.
Mr. Johnson, you're charged with trespassing. The state has offered, through the state attorney's office, has offered a plea agreement. If you're interested, you would plead no contest, this charge, you'll be adjudicated guilty. You would be sentenced to 3 days in the jail, but you already have 3 days time to serve credit. So you get that 3 days. It's already done. You would be ordered to pay a fine of $350 plus $50 cost of prosecution. You have time to have 6 deadline. Is that something you'll be interested in doing today?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right, I need to ask you a few more questions before I accept your plea. First, do you understand by entering a plea, you waive your right to trial?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Are you today under the influence of any alcoholic beverages or drugs?
No, Your Honor, I'm not.
Other than these terms, has anyone promised you anything, or Has anyone threatened you to get you to enter into this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I find that you do understand everything and I accept your plea and find that it was freely and voluntarily entered. And I'll send it to you here on the record. You're hereby adjudicated guilty of the charge of trespassing. You're ordered incarcerated in the Bay County Jail for 3 days, for 3 days time served. This sentence shall be concurrent with any other cases. You're ordered to pay a fine of $350 plus $50 cost of prosecution. You have the option to substitute 35 hours community service in the Bay County Work Program in lieu of the fine and court costs. You have a deadline of 6 months. If you don't complete the terms or obtain a timely extension, I guess it would be reduced to a civil judgment. You're also ordered to stay away from that Hyatt Hotel on Front Beach Road. You have any questions?
Your Honor, I have a room there with my stuff in it. How do I attain that?
Well, I'll write on here that you except you may retrieve your personal items from the room.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
But I'm going to put with the presence of an officer. So there's no problems. Okay, any more questions?
Oh, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, I'm going to sign it, send it over for you.
Step to, yep, when the green light come on, sign. Next. Red X, state your name.
Donald Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, giving false ID to law enforcement, driving, well, you failed to appear in a driving with a suspended license case, and there's another charge for loitering or prowling. I hereby appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you, so you have a lawyer. Officer, prior record.
17 was a FFJ on escape and a 10 registration violation and one other FTA.
Okay, the one where you failed to appear in this time, the judge in that case set your bond at $2,500. Giving false ID to law enforcement is $500 bond. Loitering or prowling is another $500 bond. And your next court date is Wednesday morning, November 12th at 8:30.
Step to your right to the T. Red X, sir, state your name.
Brandon Krill.
Okay. So you're Mr. Creel.
Yes, sir.
Your charge today is sexual offender violation. You have a first degree felony with the being at 1,000 feet from the school. That's your charge. It's the complaint here. Do you understand your rights concerning these charges?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hereby appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you, so you have a lawyer. Officer, prior record.
Had the other registration, which a couple of days ago, prior to the original charges back in 17.
Okay. So close to the school and you failed to register, so I'm not going to treat it like the original charge, but it's close to the school there. So $1,500 bond for failure to register. You know, you got to register everything.
Yes, sir.
Facebook, cars, trailers, everything. Your next court date is going to be December 15th. At
Understood, sir.
9 o'clock.
Right, step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Red X, sir. Wait, hold on. Step out for me. Quick, you missed Flores. You missed 12. Step out for me. Name?
Okay, Mr. Christopher Flores, you're charged with domestic battery, another battery, and also violation of your probation. I hereby appoint the public defender's office to represent you, so you have a lawyer. Officer Pryor. Well,
24 ag assault. I'm sorry.
we have the VOP and it is a felony probation, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's going to be held without bond. You're ordered to have no contact with the alleged victim or victims, plural. That means no phone calls, texting, any type of contact directly or indirectly. So the battery cases are $2,000 on each count. But like I said, you're held without on the VOP. Your next court date on the new charges is December 12th at 8:30, and the VOP hearing is set for November 11th at 9 o'clock.
Right, step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Next. Noise. Red X. State your name.
Mr. Noyes, you're charged with operating motor vehicle without a valid license. And officer, any kind of hold or probation on him?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you have a plea offer from the state, but that's not going to be. So which is it? Probation?
He has a, no, he has ice hold, on him.
Okay. So you have an ICE hold. I hereby appoint the public defender's office to represent you. So you have a lawyer. And you can, when you get to court, which is going to be Wednesday morning, November 12th at 8:30, you can talk to your lawyer about the ICE hold and this new charge. New charge bond is $500.
Should I talk to the lawyer that was appointed or?
You will Monday.
Yes. That's it. No, the court date is Wednesday.
What was the bond, sir?
500.
Step over there to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Red X, sir. On the X, state your name.
Mr. Ricketts, you're charged with possession of marijuana less than 20 grams. I hereby appoint the public defender's office to represent you, so you have a lawyer. Officer, prior record.
Shows no history, no tracking with an ice hold.
Okay, I'm going to set this bond, but you heard her say you have an ICE hold, so you might want to think about that before you spend the money. Bond is set at $2,000. Your next court date, Wednesday morning, November 12th at 8:30.
Pardon me? May I speak?
He can
Sure.
hear you.
Pardon me, sir. I have a attorney by the name of Cruz.
Mr. Cruz was there.
There was.
I
an
was
attorney.
wondering if I could talk to him about my case afterwards.
Okay, so you have a private attorney. There's a, see on the screen right there. Are you Mr. Cruz? Can't hear
Yes,
you.
Judge. May I have 1 minute if you could pass him? I'm before a federal judge right now.
In fact, of what?
Pass him for 1 minute.
Oh, you're in front of another judge. Okay. Yeah, just step aside a little bit. We'll let your attorney talk.
Step out to the left. Next. Red Xer, face the TV and state your name.
Joshua Cooper.
Here you go.
Cooper charged with contempt for violation of injunction against domestic violence. There's 3 counts of that. So you were not seeking court-appointed attorney, but if you need a lawyer and cannot afford one, we will appoint one for you. Also, prior record.
Shows no other history.
Okay. Just had these injunctions. So how long have you lived in Bay County?
4 years.
Well, the injunctions are court orders. That's what said contempt. It's contempt of court. Judges don't like it when you don't obey their orders.
Yes, sir.
I'll set some bonds, but should you get out, you're ordered to submit to random urinalysis, and you're also ordered not to possess or consume alcoholic beverages throughout these proceedings. Bond set at $2,000 on each count.
Yes, sir.
Your next court date will be Wednesday morning, November 12th at 8:30.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign.
Thank you, Judge.
Red
I'm ready to
Xer.
proceed whenever you're ready.
State your name, sir.
Richard Davis.
Mr. Davidson, you're charged with driving under the influence.
Yes.
Hereby appoint the public defender's office to represent. So you have a lawyer.
No.
He just gave you one.
I just appointed one. Officer Frank.
Thank you.
Shows no history.
Okay, where do you live? How long have you lived in Bay County?
Since 94, about 33 years.
All right. Should you get out, you're ordered to submit to random urinalysis. You're also ordered not to possess or consume alcoholic beverages throughout these proceedings. Going to release you on your own recognizance. Your next court date will be December the 12th at 8:30.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, shine. He's back. State your name.
John Ricketts.
Okay, Mr. Ricketts, I told you what your charge was. I set the bond, then we realized you had an attorney. So, Mr. Cruz, you wish to add something?
Yes, Your Honor. He does have an ISOL. I think Ms. Farnborough would have already mentioned that, but he's retained counsel for both the criminal and immigration proceedings. So I'd ask the court to set a reasonable bond so that I can resolve this so that we can move forward with the immigration process with that in mind.
Oh, yeah, I always set a reasonable bond.
Yes, Judge.
I set it for $2,000.
Thank you,
He's
Judge.
ordered to submit to random urinalysis also. Next court date is going to be Wednesday. I didn't know if you heard that. November 12th at 8:30.
Yes, Judge.
All right.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Red Xer. Here you go. State your name.
Tracy Wood. Mr. Wood, charged with domestic sexual assault and domestic battery. You also have a violation of your probation.
Yes, sir.
I hereby appoint the public defender's office to represent you, so you have a lawyer.
Because I gotta have a show.
Officer, prior record.
Had two FTAs early this year, 21 meth, para, and an old 88 murder out of Alabama.
All right, so the VOP is hold without bond. The sexual assault, which is a rape charge, hold without bond. And the battery case is a $15,000 bond. Your next court date on the new charges is December 11th at 9 o'clock. The VOP is set for December 1st at 9 o'clock. Must be muted, officer.
Say it again.
John Hess.
Mr. Hess, you're charged with possession of meth. I hereby appoint the public defender's office to represent you, so you have a lawyer. Rights concerning these charges.
You understand your rights for concerning these charges?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Officer, prior record.
His notice, he was just placed on probation September 15th for battery second.
Okay.
You're gonna do it right now.
All right, case number.
25 CF 2411.
All right, in that case, Mr. Hess, I'm going to do this or sign this warrant for violation of your probation. If I don't do it now, somebody else will. So it's because of this new charge, your hold without bond, the new charge, your bond is set at $10,000. Your next court date is December 15th at 9 o'clock.
T, yeah. Next. Red X, sir, state your name.
Lord Lamar Jones.
Jones, you're charged with violation of your probation. I hereby appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Okay, so Judge Van signed this, it must have been over the weekend, violation of probation. Today, we're giving you a court date for the December 3rd at 1:30 for the VOP hearing.
Yes.
Step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Next. Red X, state your name.
Ryan Hood.
Mr. Hearing, charged with violation of your probation. I hereby appoint the public defender's office to represent you. So you have a lawyer. So it looks like Judge Van did this yesterday. Today, we're giving you a court date for that VOP hearing, which will be December the 1st at 9 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Step behind him at the signature pad. Next. Next. Red X, sir, state your name.
D'Artagnan.
Mr. Leduc, you're charged with violation of your probation. I hereby appoint the public defender's office to represent you, so you have a lawyer to help you with this VOP. the circuit judge in your case ordered a holdout bond. And your next court date for this VOP hearing is set for December 10th at 9 o'clock.
Jones was hold out.
I'd like to state that I do not understand these charges. Also, I would like my defense attorney to be assistant counsel instead of legal counsel. I do not want to make decisions for me because last time I was innocent and they tried to insist that I plead out and then I ended up not pleading out and getting my charges dismissed. Also, I would like to file for a fast and speedy trial, demand for fast and speedy trial. I would like my demand for my discovery also. All of these are verbal motions that I'm requesting. Also, I would like the defense attorney or assistant counsel to know that Chris Hine, that is Chris, last name Hines, will have full access to my case. His phone number is 850-527-1885. He will supply the last bit of information regarding my case. Before I got arrested, I sent a motion with 9 documented files of documents showing why all of these violations are incorrect and are based on falsehoods. And he will supply the last bit of communication between me and the people that are addressed in my case to be 100% accurate on my case and have me discharged as soon as possible.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Noted on the record, sir. And of course, you might need to say that again to the assigned judge to the case, the felony case, the judge that has you on probation. But certainly, you can talk to him about getting assistant legal counsel and the other issues.
All right, step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign for your copy. Next. Red X, sir. State your name.
George Nelson.
Mr. Nelson, you have an in-state warrant that it looks like Leon County, so over Tallahassee, it's a VOP. So we're going to hold you for them. They'll come to transport you. I'll put a return date in say 10 days. That may come sooner from Tallahassee, but if not, you get to come back to our court and get to see a judge. That way you won't get lost in the shuffle.
Okay.
All right, step to your right to the T. When the green light comes on, sign. Next. Next. Read it. State your name.
Are you Mr. Brown?
Sure.
Okay, you're charged with unlawful or misuse of the 911 system. I hereby appoint the Public Defender's Office to represent you, so you have a lawyer. Officer, prior record.
24 resisting tampered evidence, 18 of resisting, 16 of cocaine possession. Goes back to the early 90s locally.
Okay, you're ordered to submit the random analysis. You also ordered to not to possess or consume alcoholic beverages throughout this case. The bond is set at $750. Your next court date will be November the 12th, 8:30. So that's Wednesday morning.
All right, step to your right to the T. And that's a wrap.
Thank you.